everyone, and welcome back to another video on the Recreate SMP. In the last episode, we worked on this factory here, which produces us all of the 4 core ingots, as well as some bonus things like redstone, gunpowder, clay, and quartz. And this is the factory here. It works really good. Now, I tried showing as much as I could in the last one of actually making this, but I had to cut out a lot of it just because of time. But I am pretty happy with how this works and everything. And that will kind of link into this video today as well. So I'm pretty sure I said that in the last one. I do want to make a warehouse here. I want to get myself a main storage area because it's kind of really needed. Like, my storage is really small and it is going to run out, and I need somewhere to store all of the items made in my factories, as well as being able to have somewhere to import in items and export items into the shopping district. So we are going to be working on all of that today. I guess the first thing I need to do is get a bunch more moss. I should really make a farm for that soon and fill in this area here, even though it's not going to be moss. It's just an easy block to get. And then same thing down here, because this factory will be, or not factory, warehouse will be a bit different. It's going to be pretty tall, and it's also going to kind of extend out over this platform here as well. So items can be taken from like up here, then taken down to the main central storage. Man, it's so hard to record when there's a car alarm and everything happening outside. Let me get some more moss. Let me start building all this in and collecting the materials for the actual factory that'll go here. Okay, all the materials are finished. This is everything. I don't know if I said it before, but this is just the exterior building. We still have all the stuff to make inside, but we'll do that on here. So next up, before I actually get to building the building, I just need to extend this platform out and this one here as well, so you can actually put the building on top of it and clear out some of these trees. Alright, so the building is finished. There's a lot of room in here, which is perfect because I want to store many items, like probably millions of items. So I think that works out pretty well for us. This building, I think, will be for kind of sorting stuff out depending where it needs to go. But honestly, most likely it's all probably just going to go to the storage anyway, so I don't think this really matters. We're also going to need to be taking items out this way, so that's probably going to go into this building here, or this section of the building. And the rest of this will just be storage for all my stuff. A good chunk of the items that we are actually going to be automating will stay in the factories. We're only going to be taking bits of it into our main storage. I think that's just a slightly better system and way to do it. I still have quite a bit of stuff left to do here, like making this inside look nice and actually making it functional. So I'm gonna go in real quick, collect a bunch of materials, then we're gonna just make this look a little nicer, and then we'll get all the mechanical and working parts into here. Done a little bit, like not much, because a big part of how this is gonna look is gonna be the actual storage. So I've just added like some supports here. I did extend this because it looked a little too short here. I think that looks a lot better the way it does. I just extended this out by a block here. I think that makes it look actually like it's supposed to be like that. This whole building here is now in. There's currently no way to actually get up here. I think probably we'll put stairs like into here, and then you'd go up here into this building here and then out this way, or maybe we'll have stairs like out here going up there. I think honestly that might look a little better. Did extend this, made this look a little nicer. So let's just go ahead and get some vaults placed down, just so I kind of know where everything's gonna go. All right, I've done more work, and I think this is what I've come up with. Do think this actually looks pretty nice. Hey, I have gone ahead and just figured out the back here a little bit. There's one last thing I want to do here. Honestly, probably just do something like this. We can get these guys up here like that. So when they get a package, it will just get straight down onto the conveyor and then transport into the storage. I think that's probably the simplest way to do this. I hope that doesn't end up causing like a backlog or something back there. And this should be good enough for us for a while. Of course, we can always extend down or wherever. I think this is probably plenty enough storage for the time being. Oh yeah, and I did this. I wanted to do it for these sites here as well, but then we had the issue of some of these chains would be outside of the building, and I didn't exactly like that. It just doesn't make sense for packages to go through the wall. I just didn't want to do that. So we have this instead. I've started trying to set up this a little bit, and anything further than this is too far away, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? If we ever get this extended, then I can put the rest in, but for now that's gonna work fine. These are labeled TMS for Titan main storage. Same way in there it's TOF for Titan ore factory. So I want to make sure like every building has its own code that is specific to my area, so it doesn't mess things up with other people's spaces. So I need to get power to the belt back there, and I need to actually get a stock, whatever it's called, a stock ticker for our storage, so I can actually go ahead and get all the items that I need. And I think I'll probably put it like right here in the center of this building. Okay, so I think we'll place it around here, I think. Then we're gonna want this ticker right beside it. We're gonna get some sort of table going here as well. I don't really like that. Maybe something like this. Just a little bench or table or desk or whatever you want to call it. These should go directly into our storage, but I'm not gonna do that just yet until we can get a person in here, and I want to use one of our pacified villagers there. Okay, so we have him here now. Now we need to actually get him into the seat, which might be a little difficult to do. Damn it. I don't have anything to heal him, and I have fire aspect 3. I don't have any water either. Oh my, okay. That's too close. I need to give him healing potions right now. Hello, sir. I would like to give you this potion. I should have got more potions. Okay, so we can actually access our stock thing. Okay, so now if I just we need to redo all of these first. So if you haven't seen how these work, or if you haven't from my previous videos or from others, you want to link them up to your ticker or any part of a network. So now all of these are have their frequency for this specific ticker or that specific network, which you can do from anything that is from that network. Now if we add all of these to here, everything in our that's in these vaults will show up in our network. Unfortunately, another thing I forgot, we don't have power to the belts yet. Let me just set that up real quick. Okay, everything should be going the right way now. So let me put some items in here. Let's get our chain conveyors, those, and those. We have no items currently. That seems like a bit of an issue. I think I know the issue. All right, we have two issues. First, we do not have a funnel going into there. And another issue, all of these are facing the wrong way. And now if I put everything in, it should work. And I'll just put these back in here because I'm pretty sure that still works. Yep, see, they go over there. They fall through. They should be in our storage. Yes, there we go. We can send them all over. Right, that's another thing. None of these are configured either. And just before we set up the last one, we do actually want this have a package address of TMS desk. I think it's already too late and these should not have, yeah, these don't have a thing. We'll just send these back, put this last fog port down. Now all of these should go normally. Yes, so now these will send to TMS desk, which is over here. And there we go. That's all of our items back. So now we can just go ahead and dump everything I have into here. I've been clearing this out with backpacks down here. Well, I just realized I could probably do this. Just have my items sent straight into my storage. And this is definitely going to be infinitely faster than whatever I was doing. Because these will just take our items straight over into the storage there. And that will absolutely drain the entire system of everything. And it will go straight into our storage, which we already have a lot of items in here. I still have a lot more. There's two things to do here still. First, the two things that I want to do. I want to start importing my items from Ore Factory into here so that we have a stock pile of the ores in here. Now we have a bunch, like a few bits already. Oh my god, I have a lot of gold. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff in the system already here that I should probably change back into ingot form, but we want this to automatically do itself as well. Moved everything in here. We have a lot, so I'd say gold and copper we don't need to bring in here anymore, but that's the first thing I want to set up here. And then the next thing is make this look nicer. It's still not perfect. I want to fix up the roof, add better lighting because I just have torches spammed around, and you know, add some crates and decoration and stuff around here. Since this building is pretty much unused at the moment, I think this is where we will control how many items we have in the system, where we control the importing of items, exporting of items, that kind of thing. I think that makes sense to deal with around here using like factory gauges and stuff. But for that, I do kind of need to extend this a little bit. It would probably be a good idea to actually get this looking nice, because for the moment it is kind of just an eyesore. Hey, I have now extended this room out here a little bit, and I've added this. This is where we will control all of the items in our storage and sending them from our factories into our main storage. The way we're going to do this is first, of course, going to set an amount. I'd say around 60 stacks here as well, to be fair, for each of these. So it's only iron that we don't currently have in the system. What we're going to do is add a connection to the actual factory. So then we're going to have a recipe here. So that's 64 of the ingots from the factory will be 64 here. And then we want to just send this to our storage. I guess we're just going to make a bit of a thing here just to make sure. That should have sent iron into the storage, I believe. Am I wrong? Did it happen already? We don't have a way to send it over, do we? Or did it go into here? It went into here. Okay. I'm gonna have to alter this a bit, I think. I believe I have fixed it now. Let's just reset that promise. We should see it end up here in our storage soon. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Now that should register in our storage. Yep. Cool. So now we will always be stocked up with all of our ingots in our storage. And we have a lot of them. Okay, I guess now that that's finished, next up is actually making this look nice. So I need to do some decorating around here, add some stairs here, fix up the ceiling. Then we can go out here to decorate this a little. Spent a bunch of time here just decorating, adding stuff, and I think it definitely looks a little more cluttered and stuff. Before I was just putting barrels, these sacks, and these different types of pots, but I did think cardboard and just placing a bunch of create components and stuff would make it look better, and it definitely does. So yeah, I also did like the roof here and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Maybe some places are still missing something. Maybe I need a few more like carpets and stuff. For the most part, I think it works. And we actually have stairs to get up here now, which is sick. That's definitely something we needed. But yeah, so next up is actually making this place up here look nicer. More progress made. We now have some decoration out here. This will definitely look a lot better once I get the texturing done around here, because I definitely don't want it to stay as just andesite. It looks too clean. I think the vaults or containers or whatever look pretty decent. Added a sort of a pile here too. Technically you wouldn't want to interrupt these roads or whatever they're called too much, because you know you don't want the trucks to be able to actually drive in. So I don't really want to be adding more stuff in front. So yeah, the texturing will definitely make this look better. A little bit more stuff here inside, another container with a bunch of stuff. This is supposed to kind of look like a pallet that would be loaded off of a truck, and there'd be like stuff on top of it, and some sort of shelves here with stuff on it, some campfires for decoration and stuff, and then even have an opened container here which more junk. Well yeah, I think it's pretty much the interior finished, apart from the truck that will go here, the texturing. So yeah, I guess I need to figure out how to make a nice looking truck here. So I have finished decorating here. Here is the truck I made. It's alright, it's nothing special. You could probably make it look a tiny bit better, but it's fine. I even made a bit of a logo. I'm not a graphic designer, so it'll do for now. I might change it if I'm bothered. I'm probably not bothered. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I've also gone ahead and put some garage doors up here with a tiny bit of detail, just to make them look like they're actually being held up. I did the same on this side, and as far as I'm aware, that is everything. So this has been a pretty massive project, but we finally have a storage with a lot of stuff and a lot of space, and we can of course extend this if we need to, but for the time being, this is enough. Anyway, that will be it for this video. The next video, hopefully if everything goes well, will be the date show, which I don't know if I talked about it in a video, but yeah, I'm hosting a date show. So if you made it this far and I haven't said it before, well, that's a nice surprise for you guys. Even more of a surprise for people that haven't watched this, but yeah, I'm going to be hosting a date show event. I'm hoping it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm going to post a behind the scenes video after that as well. So hope all that turns out pretty well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That would help a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.